Now, before we begin, I want to let you know that you should you should subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments. As I explained in previous tutorials, that it helps out the channel, and that it, for some reason, the more people subscribe, the more the algorithms send out these videos, and that will encourage people to watch. And those people who watch will share information, even if you just request, which I'll share with all of you. So I'd like to thank everybody who subscribed so far this month. Thank you very much, and keep it up. Okay, now on to the intro. Hope I got this right today. Yes. So as you can see, I'm going to talk about a web UI for containers, and it's going to be a very easy setup. Back to the show. All right. So this is going to be a beginner's guide. Obviously, as you guys know, I use Linux. I've been using Linux since 2008, January 1st, 2008. I've been using Linux as my preferred operating system on my laptop, on my workstation, and obviously technically also my phone, because it's Android. Now, if you're looking for a powerful open source web-based server management tool, Cockpit might be the solution you need. Cockpit allows you to manage your Linux server and system in a simple and intuitive web interface. It's especially useful for beginners and experienced users, offering tools for managing system resources, services, storage, networks, and more, all from the web browser. Now, it is open source, however, meaning that anybody can contribute to its development. You can see the source code. However, in this particular case, I'm not going to go over managing like your server, because I've done a lot of tutorials on that using I think I call them control panels. So which this one I guess could be as well. Yeah, you could say it that way. However, I'm more interested in Cockpit as a to manage your containers. In this case, it's going to be Podman containers. So as I said before, it's a web-based management interface for Linux. Now, because I'm on Fedora Linux, I didn't have to go to the website, download anything like that. It's already built in, because I believe it's probably maintained by Red Hat or some Red Hat maintainers. So what it allows you to do is, you can see it across various distributions. Fedora, of course, CentOS, Ubuntu. Allows you to monitor your system performance, start and stop services, manage disk storage, set up networking, view system logs, and much more. For me, I do all those things usually on the command line. If it's for customers, I would have to teach them to do themselves. I usually install something like, usually it's a virtualmin or webmin, or it could be, if they bought the license for it, would be something like control, what do you call it, cPanel. So as I said, for me personally, I just do it on the command line. Okay, so how to install it? I said, because I'm on Fedora, it's very simple. I just type sudo dnf install Podman. That's obviously for Podman, and then I think, did I pull this within Cockpit, or I can't remember now. I'm a little bit confused how I install Cockpit. Did I install it this way? After I'll probably look at my notes. I can't remember now. I write these articles usually 1 or 2 weeks before. Oh yeah, so there's a couple ways you can get Cockpit. Yeah, so you can install it also. You can install the Docker or Docker image, and that's how you run it. Or you can also just make sure it's port 9090. The other way to, of course, you can run it now. You can also use Podman Compose. I've done that before. I didn't realize I could have converted this into a container itself. However, what I do is, I said it's in the Fedora repository, so I'll show you how I install that. And as you can see right here in the screenshot, I installed it from the Fedora repositories, and you see it automatically it installed its dependencies, including the weak dependencies. And because I already have Podman installed, I already used that, so I didn't have to install that one. And then all I had to do was I just had to check the status, and then you can enable it if you want it to run all the time, or you can just start it, because you see it says it's inactive, it's dead. So what I did was I just need to start it, and I'll show you that in a second. And you see it's just web UI. As I said, you go to localhost or whatever the IP address or the domain for that workstation, and that's how you'll be able to get to it. And then you create your initial username, administrator, the credentials, and then you can log in and you can see, you can manage all this stuff. So the first time I did it, I noticed that there was nothing about containers. Then so what I did is I just installed this Cockpit-podman, and then when I installed that one, you see all the containers showed up here. So the images, you can see the images and then any containers. Now very recently I did what did I do? Let me go check. I did something to do with containers. What did I do here? Oh, I did this one, shlink or shrink. No, it's not. There's no R, so it's shlink. So this one is the URL shortener. So I installed this one using Podman. I use Podman. So unfortunately, I don't have this anymore. It's pretty small. I might put it again so you guys can see it. Maybe this time I'll use Cockpit to put it in as well. So we'll try that as well. But I do have one which I'm testing right now. It's called Hudik. That's coming up. That'll be the next thing we do. And then what else is here? So this is the live stream. Hope you guys. So we try that. And then I'm just gonna, so you can see this is live. I'm just gonna end it right here. Just give me a second. I'm gonna check to make sure the live streams are fine. So the first thing I'm gonna check is BitChute. Okay, BitChute seems to be fine. And next thing is Rumble. Rumble also seems to be fine. And let's see if let me check Odyssey. Let's say starting soon. Come on, Odyssey, seriously. Odyssey. Why do I have to refresh 3 times every single time? You guys fix that, man. Come on. Alright, so yeah, everything is working. Obviously, YouTube's also working fine. Alright, so let's get started here. So as I said before, I'm on the command line. Let me zoom in there and I'll clean this up so you guys will see how I installed it. Clear. I'm in Fedora 43, so all I did was I just typed sudo dnf install Cockpit. You can also install Podman and Cockpit-podman. That is all you need to do. So you need 3 packages. Obviously, you need to have Cockpit, Podman, and the Cockpit Podman as well. So then I just type in my password. And as you can see, it says it needs to download. What is it downloading? I thought I already have it. Oh, it looks like, oh, you know what? I think I did remove it just to show you how to install it. So it looks like I did remove it. I didn't realize that. So you see, obviously I already have Podman. And so what it's just going to install a Cockpit and Cockpit-podman. So I'm installing it from the repositories, and you see it also, it installs this dependency, tracer-common, and then the weak dependencies, Cockpit-network manager, Cockpit-package kit, and Python 3-tracer. So I'll say yes. So it's not, it actually doesn't take up too much space. You see the inbound at 2 meg. After the download, it says it's gonna need, after installation, it's gonna be 3 meg. So it's pretty small package. So that's it. Now we're not done yet because let me clear this. So if we type systemctl, what is it? List. I type Cockpit. Oh, we meant status. Status. You see. It's telling me that it's dead. It's not. The service is not. It's not running. It's loaded, but it's not running, and it hasn't been enabled. Enabled means that it will start automatically when you reboot. So obviously, it's not running. It's dead right here, and it hasn't been enabled. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna enable it. I'm just going to start it because that's for this tutorial. But if you want it to run all the time, make sure you enable it. So you just type systemctl enable, then you type Cockpit. I'm not going to do that because I said I don't need it to. This is just a tutorial. I said I do my stuff on the command line. So what I do instead, I want to start it, so I just put start, and it's going to ask me for the password. So I do that. Now if we check the status, you see now it's active and it's running. So I have it up and running, and you can see before it was dead, Now it's actually active and running. It's still not enabled, and enable just means it'll auto start when you reboot. So it's up and running, and you can see memory it uses is 1 meg. It probably use 2 meg at its peak, which is perfectly fine. I have 32 gigs of RAM. Don't worry about the usable, etc. So it's up and running, fantastic. So we're done here. So I'm gonna use the Chromium browser here. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually clean up. I hope he doesn't remember. I hope he cleared up the stuff I did before. But all you have to do is just go to. I'm gonna go to 127 here, and I'm going 127.0.0.0.1. You can also do localhost or the IP address of this device. So remember, it was 9090 is the one you want to do. So 9090, and there we go. So it's gonna ask you to. It says do you want to log in? To log in. So I do not have a login with your user account, so I didn't. Okay, I can log in with my user account because I'm a sudo user. So I'm just going to type Edward and log in with my password here. Yes, so I'm able to log in with the user. So as you can see, I'm still using this. When I first installed the system, what do you call this? I never changed this. My system crashed. I think it was Fedora 42. No, when I upgraded from Fedora 41 to Fedora 42, literally just a few days before I did upgrade, I had this GNOME extension. It was to animate on the screen. So that extension, I guess when I upgraded to Fedora 42, they didn't have a version for, and that kind of screwed up the system. So it would not work. I could install, for example, KD, whatever, but GNOME would not start. So I just had to reinstall GNOME just to delete that extension. I couldn't remember the name of the extension, so that's why I wasn't able to find where it stored anything. Anywho, so this is my the host name. You can see it tells me the model of the MCI. This is the motherboard, MS7C56. The machine name, ID, it's been up for 3 hours, so you guys know when I switched it on. I was outside actually looking after the chickens when I woke up. That's when after my breakfast. That's what, as you can see, I have 6 cores, 12 threads. So that's what's being used right now. You see the memory. I have, as I said, I have 32 gigs of RAM, but 4 gigs are reserved for the 4 gigs are reserved for the integrated graphics, because the dedicated graphic is only for AI and video editing. And host name, I already told you that. The system time, I don't know what John Denning, not permitted to configure, okay, whatever. Yeah, and then you can show the keys. I'm not going to do that. All right, and as you can see here, I can take a look at the logs. I don't think there's anything special there. Storage. Yeah, so this is my system. As I said, I do have a bunch of SSDs. I bought them in 2016. They were enterprise. I think they came off a server. I bought them from Newegg. I still use them. I have a few of them, and I still have one mechanical disk. So the biggest one should be this one, 1 terabyte. This is a Western Digital. That's the mechanical disk. The rest are all SSDs. And as you can see here, all this stuff here. So this is our SSDs. You can see all that stuff there. All right, so that's storage. Networking, as you guys know, I use SpaceX Starlink. So I live in a rural area in a what do you call it? A cabin or a cottage, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so there's no firewall right now, but I can add it. The reason I don't put firewall is because there's nobody close to me. I'm not joking. There's nobody close to me, so nobody could. Technically, I probably don't even need a Wi-Fi. What do you call it? I don't even need a Wi-Fi password because the signal is not strong enough. It's just mostly just around it. It's barely. It doesn't even reach where the chicken the coop is. So yeah, nobody's going to steal my internet, so I don't need to worry about that. Yes, I do intend on getting maybe some Wi-Fi boosters in the future. Then that's when I'll start worrying. But for now, it's perfectly fine. Podman containers. I will show you this in a second. we're going through the cockpit. See the accounts. There's only one right now. Oh yeah, so there's oh yeah, I created the I think the root user doesn't have a password. Yeah, because it's a super user. The reason I did this is because Fedora by default doesn't. It only when you first install it, it creates a sudo user by default. The problem with that is because there's no root user. The problem with this is that when there's a crash, when you have to do something with grub whatever, you won't be able to drop the grub because there's no root user. So what I recommend is when you do have time is to create the root user, give the root user a password, and this way what will happen is if that happens, it doesn't happen in a while, to be honest, but I'm saying when it does happen, I mean you'll be glad. Basically what I'm saying, you'll be able to do recovery if you have the root user. If you don't have, if the sudo user is not allowed to do that, so it's good to have a root user. The good thing is Ubuntu did come out with a workaround. I don't know if it's a Debian thing or it's just a Ubuntu thing. They do have a workaround where you are able to have, you're able to go into recovery. Fedora doesn't have that. Anywho, so we have services here. Let's see what services we have. As you guys can see, these are journals. And obviously in here, Cockpit should be here. If I search for Cockpit, Cockpit should be here as well. You guys, so yeah, so there's Cockpit. You see there's Cockpit issue, update a service. There's Cockpit session, socket user, and all that stuff as well. All right, so tools. Are these the tools or what's going on here? Oh, there's system and then there's also user. I didn't realize, yeah, there's some only for users. So tools. Looks like I can't click on tools. Oh, these are these tools. Okay, I can't click on tools. Okay, so Anaconda. Oh, Anaconda is the one that lets you when you install Fedora. That's the one that comes on the CD or the image to install it. That allows you to obviously partition your disks and all that stuff. I didn't realize it was here as well. And these are the applications. I have so many applications. I'm not even going to bother. Like files, obviously the file manager. I'm not going to bother with this one here. And software updates. I think I did an update yesterday, so there should be nothing here. I didn't realize this is here. And then obviously there's a terminal. I honestly don't know why. I guess if this was like on a remote server, I could drop to the terminal in here instead of SSHing into it. So that, I guess that would be nice. Oh, I do like this too. You can also resize the font and change the appearance. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Alright, and you see it says it's limited access. That's because I am, it's kind of I'm not a root user. You see I logged in as Edward, not as the root user. If I logged in as the root user, I would have obviously more things, and I think that's why I'll be able to get tools here and Anaconda. Alright, back to Podman containers. This is the one, the Cockpit Podman. That's the reason we're here today. So as you can see, as I said, I do have one image that's for the upcoming tutorial. You see it's the hoodic. You see here. Now I can create a container from this image. So right now there's no, there are none here. So I could create one, and I could create it. You know what? I'm actually curious how to create one here. So what I'm going to do is, I can create a container from this guy. I'm wondering if I can create an image. No, we can download a new image. Perfect. So I'm gonna do something a little bit crazy. I'm gonna go to this one here. This one was I think just one. What was the name of this one? Yeah, here we go. So it's Podman pull shrinkio /shrink. Let's see if we can pull the. We can actually pull this image. I think this wasn't too big, so. Let me see how to do this. So let's go download new image. So search for, let me just type shrink. Let's see if you'll find it. If I type shrink, is it going to look for it in, it's actually on, it's not in Fedora, it's in Docker.io. So it did not find it, and that didn't surprise me because the name is actually shrinkio /shrink. So let me actually type, you can also, oh, there you go. You can also get the proper Docker. It's actually pretty nice. Okay, so let's let me go back here to search, and I'm gonna type Shinichio. There we go, it found it. Shinichio Docker. Wow, that's actually pretty nice. It found it. So this is the one I want. Let's see. And I click download. And then is it doing something? It's pulling. So it's doing the same thing. That's good. It's doing this podman pull shlinkio / shrink. And it's done. Wow. It's done. So we have this one here. It pulled it up. You see, because the good thing about Podman is it's rootless, meaning you don't need to have a user, the super admin, so it's rootless. So I was able to run this. I don't know if I used this command. No, I think I used, this is what I used. You see, I used Podman compose. So we need pod 8080, which is perfectly fine. So I don't think, yeah, it's a pretty simple one. So let's see if we can pull that up by, I wonder if we can actually run it. Is there a way to run these? Oh, so let's create the container. Create a pod. Is it create a pod or container? I'm confused now. Create a container. I think it's create a container. Okay, so let's create a container. A pod. The difference between a pod and a container is pod will have like multiple containers. I believe that's correct. I did a tutorial on that. It's been a while. Okay, so let's click on this one. Okay, so the name. Silly caps. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so the name of this container, let's follow this one. I'm gonna call it Shilink. I call it Shilink. Okay. Details integration health check. Oh, I like this. And then it says the entry point. I actually don't need this. Pull the latest image. I don't need to pull that already because I already have the image here. So is this a command to run? I'm confused here. Entry point. I don't understand what it means by a command. Do I just... Oh, no, that's a command, I guess, for the entry points. I don't need that. So... How do I add... Oh, you can even specify the memory. Oh, nice. But how do I... Is it integration? Volumes. Okay, here we go. So I can port map. Oh, this is nice. So there you go. Maybe we'll try this in the future. I might actually keep this around. Okay, so... I don't care about the IP address. The post port we want is 8080, and the one in the container is also 8080. And we need to create a volume. No, there's no need to create a volume. I think that's all we need. Yeah, that's it. That's literally all we need. Where's the add? Create and run. Oh, that's it. So it's gonna run it for me. Nice. Very, very, very nice. I guess I don't know where to put this one where it says restart always. That's the only thing I do not understand. Interval, start period, no action. Oh, restart. Here we go. Restart always. When unhealthy, restart. There we go. Now I can create and run. Let's actually run this. Create and run. So it's creating, is it finished? Oh, it says it's running. So is it done? It must be done because it's pretty quick. So you see it's a very small, it's only 266 megabytes. I'm actually surprised Hodak is actually even smaller. Anyway, so this is it, and we have created, it's running. Now, I wish there was a way that, so I have one container I've created. I wish there was a way to, what is this? Yeah, so it's up and running. I know it's up and running because you see it says less than a minute. And okay, what I mean by, let's go integrations, show more. No, so yeah, so it's up and running. You see it says 000 8080 to, it's mapped to port 8080, which is fantastic. So we can see the logs here, and then the console. Okay, I don't need the console. Oh, that's to go inside it. This is actually pretty nice. I'm actually really, wow. You know what? This is nice. I usually do stuff on the command line, but this is nice. This is very nice. Wow. So the reason I didn't review this before because it has all this other stuff which I don't need. I just needed the podman part. But this is nice. Now, how do I? Oh, you can also start it here. Obviously, it's already up and running, so I don't need to start it. what do you call it? So okay, that's nice. That's why I was confused. I'm like, what else can I do? So it's up and running. Now what is this here? You can force to stop it, force stop. Oh, nice, very nice. Bunch of hidden stuff. Can I prune? Oh, you can also prune containers. I wonder if you can prune volumes as well. I'm sure you can. So it has everything you can do in the command line. Now, I wish there was a link. I wish there was an option for a link so you could just click it. I'm just being lazy. Obviously, we can simply go here. I think 127.0.0.1. What was it again? 8080? Colon 8080. Yeah. So it's still going to this. I think this was from Only Office. Only Office is still cached for some odd reason. So I can't do that. I'll just use localhost. Let's see if the column. Oh, I removed the column. Did I do that properly? Is it 80? Is it 80? Is it, yeah, it is 8080. What did I do wrong here? I think I did it right. http://localhost. What the? If I put 127.0.0. Did I put 8080 or did I put? I can't remember now. One. Oh, come on. Okay, so I must have screwed up here. Let me check what did I do wrong here? Oh, the geo whatever. Details. What the? What did? I can't remember what I did. Why can't I see the? Oh, show more. Is it show more? Okay, no, it's not show more. What in the? Oh, was it here maybe? I can't even remember what I did. Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. It is 8080. Yeah, it's 8080. 127.0.0.1 colon 8080. It's still saying cannot be found. Here. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna check my notes. Hopefully it's here. Did I miss something? Let's see. I must have missed something. Oh yeah. No, I didn't miss anything. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what I did. I need to put an environmental variable. So it's not gonna work. It has to be. I have to disable the HTTPS. So that's my mistake. I should actually look at the logs here. So I'm gonna fix that. So I'm gonna stop this. Oops, notes. So let's stop this. Can I edit this? Let's stop it. So actually, I should probably just delete it. But can I edit it? How do I edit this? Prune? No, I don't want to prune. How do I? The details? Okay, so here is the problem. It doesn't let me. I have to delete it because it doesn't let me edit it, so I have to create a new one, which is fine. So let's create a new one. Where was it? Create container. That's fine. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I need to add mapping. So the mapping was 8080 to 8080, and I do need to add environmental variable. So I need to add a variable here. The variable is to stop the. I don't want to use HTTPS. So I'll set that to false. And we go back to health check and restart always and create and run. So let's do that. That is fast. Okay, now this guy should work at this IP address. Still goes there, but I'll have to just change this to localhost. Oh, not welcome. What in the world? HTTP. Huh, I don't know why that's not working. This cannot be reached. I don't know why it's not working, but it says it's, oh, the name is also, I forgot to change the name again, but that's fine. So it's using magical Albanti. You know what, let's drop to the command line and see, maybe the command line will tell us what's going on. So let's see, podman ps-a. Yeah, so it is he created this weird name here, so it is running. So let's copy that and check out the podman logs. Yes, it's going to the /welcome, which I do not want. Is it here? TCP address. Yes, it's 80808080. That's the one I'm using. I don't know why it's not working. That's literally what that should be working. Is it redirecting the welcome as usual? I always see welcome, try to generate. I don't need this geo stuff. You know what? Maybe it's the browser. Could be the browser. Let me go to, what is that thing called? Incognito mode. Let's try incognito mode. So 127.0, so 8080. Still says cannot be found. Localhost. I don't know why it's not working. It should work. I have no idea why it's not working, because when I run this on the command line, I was able to, and I can prove it because you guys will see the, maybe I made a mistake. I hope I still have it here. What is the name of it? Shilink is here. This is the one. So let me open this up in the text editor. Yeah, you see, this is what I put there. Bstart always is HTTPS enabled equals false. That's an environmental variable. It says 80808080, and that's it. That's literally what I did run, and yeah, I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's not working. But there we go. So Cockpit. I don't know is unless there's something else that I'm supposed to also enable. But it is running. I just can't access it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just so stupid. I just realized. I'm an idiot. I remember now. You guys are probably screaming your head off. What a moron. You know what the thing is? It is working. So it is working. The thing is, it's a command line. I just remember now. It's a command line service. It's not a web-based service. It's a command line. I didn't install the web one. So I do have to drop the command line. Actually, I can probably drop the command line here in the console, but that's fine. So actually, you know what? Let's do that. Forget this terminal. We don't need a terminal. Yeah, let's go here and actually run it inside the console, because the console means it's inside the container. Can I zoom in here? Oh, let's be careful there. So I'm inside the container. That's exactly what I want. So if I type ls, is this going to work? I might have to drop to the terminal. Okay, nothing's happening here. I don't know if this is a bug. Yeah, I think that's a bug. I can't. I don't know what I mean by console, because I thought console means you go inside you enter the container, but looks like I don't know if that's a bug, because that's my take. Either it means you drop to the command line, like a terminal here, or the console, you go inside the container. But this looks like, oh, you know what? Maybe let me type c slash. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing. It's not doing anything. I don't know what's going on. Exit. None of those work. Control C. Oh, Control C. There we go. I typed Control C, and then it says exiting jobs from pipeline. Okay, I just typed exit. Console destroyed. Job server. What the hell is that? Let's see, ls. Okay, I don't know what it's doing there. So that's not what I want. Logs. Log dot whatever I put in there. Oh, I think that's a console for maybe it running. Yeah, so it exited because I pressed Control C. So let's get this guy started again. So oops, where am I? What did I press there? So I can click here and I can click start. So get it up and running. So you know what? Let me try this terminal. Okay, this terminal here. It doesn't really matter if I type podman. Let me zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in here. Okay, so I type podman ps-a. Yeah, so you see it's up and running. It's been up for 16 seconds. That's perfectly fine. Does it detect my... Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. All right, so it detected my my own environmental variable. So this is what I want. So if you remember, the first thing you need to do is you need to generate some keys. So, ooh, see, text and copy are blocked. I'm going to allow. Okay. Oh, the name was different. What was the name of the container? Yes, oh, you know what? You know what? Let me come back here. Let me go rename that container. I'm lazy here. Can I just rename it here? Rename, perfect. Okay, rename is not working. I guess I have to stop it. Okay, I've stopped it. It still says it's running. Stop. Okay, there we go. Can I rename it now? Yes. Okay, you have to stop it before you rename it. So I want to call it Shilink. Shilink, yeah, I want to rename it to Shilink. Yeah, that's what I want. And then let's get it started again. It's running. Go back to the terminal. Looks like there's a software update. And if I do this, yes, it's been renamed to Shilink. Okay, that's good. So let's clear this. And so you see, I've generated this API key. I don't really care about it anymore because I'm going to create a shortcut. I'm going to create a new shortcut. Let me clear this and paste. So basically, this was in a tutorial, so you can go read it up. So it says what URL. So let's say I want to generate this URL here for today's tutorial. So I'm going to go and paste that in there. You see it's odiambo.com/getting-started-with-web-web-ui-for-server-containers. A very long URL. So press enter. You see that long URL, it has created this short version. So this is much easier to use than using the long version. This one doesn't work because you need HTTPS. So for example, if I copy this and I put it in the URL, it's not going to work. Yeah, so it's not going to work because it can't be reached. I wonder if that's a mistake. You know what? Let me go and paste. I put another slash here to see if that will work. Okay, I might have to go to a different. Okay, let me put a slash here to see if that will work. No, it's not going to work. So that's because you see the site can't be reached because it's not. I need HTTPS, which I did not. And remember, for some reason it wants the geolocation, which is really weird. So I've created this, and then if I want to see the list, I paste that in there, and you can see. Let me zoom out just a little bit so you guys can see what's going on here. So as you can see, it says the short URLs and the title and etc. So it actually got the name of the title of this page, Getting Started with Cockpit. It has that, and then obviously there's no visits because it doesn't work. This one does not work because remember I turned off the HTTP. The reason I did that was just so that we can just for this tutorial. So if you want to see your statistics, you can just paste that in here. You see it will tell me the processing URL. That's obviously, this doesn't make sense. It's it's 0 there. That's probably why it's not working. And then you can also list the API keys. I did this in the tutorial just a few days ago, so you can go look at that. So you can see this is the API key. That's why I said I didn't bother saving it. And then you can also disable. I can disable that key. I'll just show you how to do that. It'll ask me which one, which is obviously 0. And then if I list them, you see, it says the key. You see, it's no longer enabled. It has been disabled. So that's it for the command line. Now, instead of going to the command line to delete stuff, what I can do is I can simply go here to Podman containers, and I can delete everything. See, it's running. So what you should normally do is you should stop them. That's why you always see me putting podman-compose space down. So here I can stop it. It's a good idea to always stop it. And then when it stops, come on, when are you going to stop? Okay, it stopped. Then you can delete it. So you can go here and you just click delete to get rid of the container. And you see, you want to delete this container and erase all the data. Yes, yes, I do. So there's no more containers. There's nothing here at all, and I don't need. So I can prune unused containers, but there's nothing because that one is just a simple container, small one. And then we have here this image under images. So I can delete this as well. I can just click delete. I show you want to delete the tagged ones. I click delete, and that's it. So now remember, this is user specific because I logged in as Edward, who's a regular user. I didn't log in as root. Root obviously will have their own, and each user will have their own because Podman is rootless. So this is actually not too shabby. One improvement I would like for here to get me away from the command line is if when I have the to be able to enter the container from here. That would actually be pretty useful. What I'm saying, of course, there's a terminal, you can do it that way as well. So I guess, yeah, this is not bad. I'm actually really happy with this. And yeah, so as you can see, obviously, just to finish this up, you can go to sessions here. You can change the style. You can choose light if you like that, or you can. I just choose the default. The dark is fine by me. And then you can change your display language, SSH keys, and you can log out as well. So that's pretty nice. You see, it says limited. I said because I logged in as a regular user, not as the. Even though I'm a sudo user, I'm not a root user. If I logged in as root user, there will be more options. And then obviously there's help, the web console, and etc. etc. Obviously I'm Fedora Linux. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with this. Would I use this? It's not bad, honestly. It's really it's actually pretty useful because I had to teach myself all those things. But I like the fact that they're all there. You know, when you create a container, I do like the fact that you can simply, you know, and then I'm saying. This would have made my life easier at the beginning of this year before I became an expert. So there you go. So you guys, if you need containers and you're running on Linux, I don't know if this works on any other. Let me see. Let's go to the help page. Is about web console here. So this is the project website. Let's go to the project website. You see, there's other, you know, the bridges and all this kind of stuff too. So let's go to the project website and see if it's. Okay, it's for Linux and include Windows. There you go. You can also do Windows as well. Windows admins. I'm guessing Windows admin that will be for the Windows. What do you call Windows service for Linux? That's what I'm guessing. I don't want to speculate, so I better shut up about that. But yeah, if you're Linux, we may need to use other tools, but overview. So there you go. You can see more things and how to use you know, firewalls and all that stuff. So I have the firewall disabled because nobody's gonna you know, get into here. So there we go. So the main Unixes which are popular for the servers are like obviously Red Hat Linux, CentOS, Debian, Ubuntu, and SUSE Linux. So there we go. But obviously, like I'm one of the crazy ones who actually used Fedora for my email server for a while, and my website Jambo.com and another hosting plan company, and then obviously some people use Arch Linux, but you can use Ubuntu, all this stuff. So there we go. So that is Cockpit. Yeah, so that's Cockpit for you. And as I said in this tutorial, it wasn't about managing the system, but which you can use it for. That's what it's meant for. But I said I wanted to try out a GUI for the containers, especially the Podman containers, and yeah, very, 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 I would say impressive. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get things started here instead of having to remember, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. It's nice that they have the most common things you can do in the environment and all that. So it makes your life easier. So obviously doing it this way, you make less mistakes than if you have to do it manually. So I prefer manually, I said, because you can see the logs right away if you make a mistake. For example, here when I was searching for this one, Hudek. Was that not Hudek? I was looking for Shilling. You see, it couldn't find it until I had to put it on. So that's what I'm saying that. But if I was to search for something popular, I would know where to get it from. Do I get it from Fedora? Do I get it from GitHub? Do I get it from Docker.io? So yeah, not bad at all. Would I recommend people use this? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Some people don't want to get on the command line, so I can probably point them to use something like Cockpit. All right. So let's finish this up, this tutorial. With Cockpit installed, you now have an easy way for managing your Linux server. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced user, Cockpit makes it simple to monitor and control your system remotely. If you'd like to dive deeper into programming or need help with Linux, check out my resources. I have, make sure I got this properly, I have books. You check out my books on programming and others on Amazon. The link is also in the description. You can simply go to Amazon, search for Edward Jambo, or just follow the links. The links are on all the articles. It's also in my bio and clearly also in the description. I also have courses. The courses are at aljamboshop.com. They're all online courses, meaning that when you sign up, you can simply go and there's a web IDE for all the programming courses. So you'll be able to follow along, and if you have any issues, I'm always here. I do a live stream every day, so you can ask me the questions. But I said I tested out, and last year I did use all of those courses to make tutorials, so you can see if there was any bugs. I did obviously fix them, but there shouldn't be any issues. If you find, let me know. If you also want coupons for the courses, let me know. I can print them out. I haven't printed out any this year, but I can create some. And finally, there's also, if you need one-on-one programming courses, I offer personalized programming tutorials online. If you want to learn more, and you can book a session at jambo.com/contact. And if you need help with Cockpit installation or migration services, you need help installing or migrating to Cockpit or from Cockpit on your system, I offer professional services. You can contact me at jamboservices.com/contact. I hope this guide helps you get started with Cockpit on Fedora or any other Linux-based system you have. Happy coding. Now, with that said, I also want to implore you to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments, as I've said several times. The more you subscribe, which is free, doesn't cost you anything, the algorithm does send out these videos to viewers, and those viewers, they will come in and they will request particular content, or they will share information which I'll share with you. For example, a lot of stuff, for example, I was about to give up the PHP and HTML programming as an example, but all the new viewers implored me to keep doing that, so I did. And for example, Python, I was getting bored with Python stuff because I was trying to, it's very hard for Python because I'm a programmer, I'm a freelance programmer, so I want to do something a little bit more advanced, but then I was thinking people are probably gonna fall asleep. So I wanted something fun to do. That's why I decided to do the Blender Python, because I like Blender, and I can do some simple stuff with Python just to help you guys, especially when you're getting started. It's always nice to visually see something simple to create in just a few lines of code. All right. Thanks again for subscribing this month. Keep it up. I do have some other resources here. I have obviously, this is my referral link for SpaceX Starlink. If you're thinking of getting it, you can use this venture service. Use my referral link. You get I'll get 1 month free, and you get a significant discount. And I also have this Honeywell HeatBud. It's available on Amazon. This is my referral link. I'll get an affiliate. I'll get a commission if you do purchase it. So if you're thinking of getting a personal heater, get this one, and that's another way you can help me out as well. And also I have this book. It's a novelette. It's called Algorithmic Serpent. It's available on Amazon. It's created by me, Eduardo Jambo. It's about a scientist who creates an AI system, loses his mind, and he has to regain control of his mind and the AI system. This is the back. As you can see, this is the paperback version. There's also an ebook version. The ebook version is free if you have Kindle Unlimited. So I made it both the paperback and the ebook version for this psychological thriller as affordable as possible. It's just mostly at cost. Obviously for this one it's for shipping and printing, and for the ebook it's for storage. So if you pick it up if you have the means, and let me know what you think. I'm actually writing I'm writing a book right now. I'm not quite editing. Later on during this week I'll be editing, and then I'll let you guys know when it's up. It's actually pretty good for the times. That's all I'll say for now. All right, and I said that my bio is here. So as I said before, I'm a freelance programmer. I have my own business, and obviously, if you can get my books, I have my bookshop here on Amazon. If you need support, my services page at jamboservices.com, and if you want to be ready to learn, my online courses are at jamboshop.com. Any article, just pick any article, and the bio will be there. And then the one I wrote, at least. I think that I did have some guest authors, so obviously my information will not be there. And then down here, some people ask me where else they can follow me. So I do live stream events. Right now I'm live streaming on YouTube, Odyssey, Rumble, and BitChute. So the channels are here: Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, and YouTube. Right, with that said, this is the end. I am going to check all the live streams to make sure that everything is fine. Odyssey is okay, BitChute is okay, Rumble is okay, and YouTube is okay. So there's no live chat request today. So I'm going to leave you guys today, and I'll see you in the live stream tomorrow. If you want to see what we're doing tomorrow, you simply go to jambo.com, you go to the watch menu, live summary, you can see this is what we're doing today. It's 2 p.m. Eastern, and what we're doing tomorrow. Speaking of Python, that's exactly what we're doing tomorrow. So see you in tomorrow's tutorial. That's going to be another fun one, and have a great day. Bye now.